is Sunday. It's 12:30. It's 12:30 JS. It's 12:30 p.m. JST. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. で、I have to. I review this story first. First, I review this story today. Just a moment. Oh, just a moment. Okay. I think I read this. I think I read this story twice already. Just a moment. I think I read this story twice. I think I read this story twice already. Just a moment. I'm checking my English. Just a moment. One more time. I think I read this story twice already. Okay. I'm using the translation. This app translate my English into Japanese, so I can check my English. So I'm watching now. I'm watching it now. So, if this translation can translate correctly, I think my English is good, maybe. So I'm checking now. So I can check my English by myself. Okay. But it's difficult. Okay, anyway, I read this story one more time. Just a moment. Okay, here. Okay. Anyway, we are just a moment. Okay. I'm moving this monitor. Just a moment. Okay, how is this? Where should I place? Where should
Do you like the story?
Hi, Kinogen. Yeah, no. But I have to memorize some sentences, so I read one more time. No. No, yes or no? Normal. I just I want to memorize some sentences, so I read again and again. So
Language learning should be fun, don't you think?
Of course, language learning is fun. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that I don't like this story. I don't like English. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. I just read to memorize some sentences again. So as I like no. It's difficult. I read this story again, but that reason is to memorize some sentences. So, what can I say? Just a moment. I'm using this translation app. Love it or hate it, it doesn't matter. I think this translation is weird, maybe. Anyway, I read this story again. Frustrated. And the day after Christmas Day, the
I
day,
see.
yes. So, I wanted to say,
こんにちは、お疲れ様です。
oh, Satsu-san, thank you so much. I have to speak only in English, so I can't speak in Japanese. I'm sorry about that. Hello, Swatsu. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for coming my Twitch channel. I'm prohibited to speak Japanese, to speak in
動画投
Japanese.
稿、お疲れ様です。
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your good button. Or on Twitter. Thank you so much. Yes, I uploaded the video today too. Thank you. And so this morning I edited other video today too.
日本語、禁止なんですね。
Yes. So I try to speak only in English. My English is poor though. So if I want to something in English and when I don't come up with nice English, I use translation like this. So I wanted to say 好きか嫌いか関係ない. So I'm checking this with this translation, but I'm not sure this translation is nice or weird. I'm not sure. So I'm thinking about this phrase. Actually, I wanted to say 好きか嫌いか関係ないけど、もう一度読みます。I read again. I read this story again. Just a moment. It's difficult. Love it or hate it? It's weird. Is it okay? Love it or hate it? I will read this book. I think ブラブラ関係なくブラブラ関関わらずにもかかわらず even though however is nice maybe however even though I like it or not, I read this story again. How is this? I'm not sure. Even though, or even although, maybe although is better. Although is better. Although, I don't know. Although I like this story or not. I read it again to memorize these sentences. How is this? I will read. I will read. Although I like this story or not, I will read it again to memorize these sentences. Yeah, how is this? How is this? I wanted to say this. Oh, Kinogen, how is this? Yeah, so I said no. Because I wanted to say this. Although I like this story or not, I will read it again. So, again, typo.
Whether I like this story or not, I will read it again.
Oh, I should have said that. Okay, thank you so much. Whether I like this story or not. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I memorized it. So when I want to memorize something, I use this website. This website is Weblio. So I paste this sentence and so I write something in this box. Okay, so I can review this phrase. I can review this phrase with this website again and again. So I think I can memorize how to say this. How to say in this situation. It's not good. It's difficult. English is difficult. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I read this story. One day. And the other day, and the other after Christmas Day. On the day after Christmas Day. on the day after Christmas Day. The day we call Boxing Day. In England, something terrible happened. One more time. On the day after Christmas Day, the day we call Boxing Day, in England, something terrible happened. Okay, one more time. On the day after Christmas Day, on the day after Christmas Day, the day we call Boxing Day in England, something terrible happened. My internet connection stopped working. I could not surf the net. I could not read my emails. I could not check my website or upload new podcasts. The internet is a bit like cigarettes. You become addicted or hooked. You become addicted or hooked, as we say in colloquial English.
colloquial,
colloquial, colloquial. In colloquial English, we say in colloquial English. We say in colloquial English. It's difficult. When suddenly you cannot use the internet, it is like wanting a cigarette and finding that you do not have any cigarettes and that the shops are all closed. So, when my internet connection stopped working, how did I feel? So, when my internet connection stopped working, how did I feel? What words can we use to describe my feeling? Okay. What words can we use to describe my feeling? What words can we use to What words can we use to describe my feeling? What words can we use to describe my feeling? Well, we could use words like angry or furious. But these words are too strong. If someone is angry or furious, they are shouting at people and banging the table. I was not shouting at people about my internet connection. Nor was I banging the table. I was not shouting at people about my internet connection. Nor was I banging the table. So, angry and furious and not the... Oh, shucks. しびれた指. I think...
big face.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscription. I'm so glad. Thank you. Please write 黄昏 my love. Please write 黄昏 my love. I think this app, yes. Yay! Thank you. パチパチパチパチパチ。Yeah. This app works well on Twitch. I think when I play games that is like Apex and Fortnite, this app sometimes doesn't work well. So yeah, thank you so much.
We need to karaoke again.
Yes. So I was thinking about that today too, but I have to study English. So now I'm studying English. I want to go to karaoke again. Yeah. But studying English is my first priority, right? So now I'm studying English.
Understandable.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, I'm reading this story again. So
勉強頑張って。
yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. I want to speak English fluently. So I have to study more. Thank you.
私も
Yeah, your Japanese is so nice. I understand your Japanese. So that's so nice. Okay, I have to memorize some sentences. So
Your English is much better compared to the last time you read this story.
Oh, thank you,
But it's
Kinogam.
Beijing
Thank you
Nihongo.
so much. I'm so glad. Kinogam, thank you. But it's baby. No, Shark. Your Japanese is so nice. I think you can live Japan. You can live in Japan. Yeah, you can live in Japan by yourself. Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah, you can live in Japan. So, if you come to Japan, you can teach English and you can
お金
earn
がない。
a lot of money. No, don't worry. Don't worry. You can be an English teacher in Japan, so you can earn a lot of money. So, no problem. Don't worry. So, me
お
too.
金ちょだい。
Yeah, me too. I want to, I want to earn. I need many. I need many. I need many. But first I have to study English. So
僕
anyway,
もお金ください。
yeah. Give me some money. Okay. Anyway, I read. Okay. Furious.
Ego time.
Ego time. Yes. Ego time. Yes. Ego time. Yes. So I'm reading this story again. So I memorized this sentence. Just a moment. Whether I like this story or not, I will read it again. So because I have to memorize some sentences, so I have to study English. So I read this story again and again. This is the third time. After this reading, I will read a new story in link. Okay, so I read this. I continue to read this. So angry and furious are not the right words. Could we use the word upset? If sometimes upsets you, if something upsets you, if something upsets you, it means that it has hurt you emotionally. You may be unable to discuss the upsetting thing without crying. Oh, I see. If something upsets you, it means that it has hurt you emotionally. You may unable to discuss. You may be unable to discuss the upsetting thing. The upsetting thing without crying. You may be unable to discuss the upsetting thing without crying. You may be unable to discuss the upsetting thing without crying. Okay. You may not want to talk to people or to eat your food. You may not want to talk to people. You may not want to talk to people or to eat your food. Well, my internet connection problem was not like that. Yes. So I was not upset when my internet connection stopped working. So I was not upset when my internet connection stopped working. We need some words that mean a little bit angry. We need some words that mean a little bit angry. There are several of them. We can say, for example, that I was cross when the train was late and I missed an important meeting. Okay. This word cross is difficult for me, so I have to read this sentence again and again. Okay, we can say, for example, that I was cross when the train was late and I missed an important meeting. I can imagine this situation. I was annoyed when I could not find my car keys. Yeah, I understand. I was annoyed when I could not find my car keys. I was irritated when someone did not reply to an email. Oh, I see. I understand. Maybe I will wait it for a long time. So I will be irritated when someone does not reply to my emails. So I was irritated when someone did not reply to an email. I understand. Yes, all of those words would do. I was cross and annoyed and irritated when my internet connection stopped working. But there is another word that describes exactly how I felt. Just a moment. I want to read one more time. We can say, for example, that I was cross when the train was late and I missed an important meeting. I was cross. I was cross. Cross means, the word cross means, maybe that is like to pray something. I don't know. I don't know. Just a moment. Cross.
Yes, but this cross is different.
Oh, I see. This cross is different. Oh, I see.
That cross you are talking about is the Christian cross.
That cross you are talking about is the Christian cross. Yes, I thought that is to pray. So, yes. I thought that is to pray something. Yes, Christian
cross. The cross in the story is the angry cross.
The cross in the story is the angry cross. The cross in the story is the angry cross. Angry cross, what's that meaning? Angry cross.
Think about what a cross is. Two lines going against each other.
Think about what a cross is. Two lines going against each other. Yes, I'm thinking. Cross.
If something isn't going your way, you would get a little angry, right?
If something isn't going your way, you would get a little angry, right? Yes.
It's like how one line of a cross is going against the way you are going.
It's like how one line of a cross is going against the way you are. Oh, I understand. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. Okay. This clause means to just a moment. Just a moment. To prevent, disturb, to disturb something. This clause means maybe does this clause mean meaning is maybe is this clause meaning to disturb, maybe disturb, to disturb, or to prevent, maybe
More like angry.
more like angry. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. More like angry. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand.
I'm cross with you equals I'm angry with you.
Oh, I see. I'm cross with you equal I'm angry with you. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand finally. Oh, I see. Okay, I have to write it down.
But if I'm being completely honest with you, you will never hear this type of cross outside of the UK.
But if I'm being completely honest with you, you will never hear this type of cross outside of the UK. Oh, I see. Oh,
In
I
my
understand.
entire life I've never heard it used in USA or Canada.
Oh, I see. Yes. So I think there are a lot of UK's story in this
So
site.
maybe not very useful to memorize.
Maybe I see. But I want to know. I wanted to know this meaning. So thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I write it down. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I understand finally. Yeah. So, I understand clearly. I understand clearly. Thank you so much. Okay, one more time. Okay. So where my internet connection problem was not like that, so I was not upset when my internet connection stopped working. There are several of them. We can say, for example, that I was cross. I was cross when the train was late and I missed an important meaning. Oh, I understand clearly. Yes. He got a little angry. Okay, I understand. I understand. And he is UK.
Paraha to clap.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I understand. Thank you. So that I was cross when the train was late and I missed an important meeting. I was annoyed when I could not find my car keys. I was annoyed when I could not find my car keys. Car. car. I was annoyed when I could not find my car keys. I was irritated when someone did not reply to an email. Yes, all of these words would do. Yes, all of these words would do. I was cross and annoyed and irritated when my internet connection stopped working. But there is another word that describes exactly how I felt. Okay. I wanted to do things, surfing the net, sending emails, etc., but I could not. And I could do nothing to solve the problem. I wanted to do things, surfing the net. I wanted to do things, surfing the net, sending emails, etc. But I could not. And I could do nothing to solve the problem. The only thing to do was to wait for my internet provider to mend the connection. Yes. Okay, just a moment. Christmas. So all of their engineer, where I should stress on this word, I forgot it. Engineer. I forgot. Engineer, not engineer.
Engineers.
I forgot that easily.
Engineer.
Engineer. Engineer. No. Engineer.
Energetic.
Energetic, not energetic. Engineer. Where? Engineer, where? Engineer. I forgot. Engineer. Okay. Engineer. Christmas. So all of their engineers were on holiday. Yes. So all of their engineers were on holiday. So I had to wait. I felt frustrated. The feeling we have when we cannot do something we normally do is frustration. The feeling we have when we cannot do something we normally do is frustration. Yes, the feeling is frustration. The feeling we have when we cannot do something we normally do is frustration. If you break your leg, if you break your leg and you cannot play football for 2 months. If you break your leg and you cannot play football for 2 months, you might find this frustrating. That is how it was with my internet connection. That is how it was with my internet connection. It was frustrating, and I felt frustrated, and I felt frustrated, and I felt frustrated. The really bad news is that my internet connection still does not work. The really bad news is that my internet connection still does not work. I have complained to my internet company. I have complained to my internet company. They say that there is nothing wrong. Wow. There is nothing wrong. They say that there is nothing wrong. What do they mean? Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. I cannot access the internet. Of course, something is wrong. Now I am very frustrated. Yeah, I understand. Now I am very frustrated. I am not just cross with my internet company. I am starting to be angry. I am shouting at the internet company and banging the table. Okay. Wow. I am shouting at the internet company and banging the table. I have cancelled. Okay, I have cancelled my contract with them. And next week, some nice people from the cable TV company will come and install a new fiber optic cable to my house, and I will have the internet again. Congratulations. And how will I feel then? Yeah, I know. Nice story. And how will I feel then? Happy. Yes, happy. Simple. So simple word. Happy. Yes, of course, happy. Yes, happy. But really... Yes, Kinogem. Yeah, happy, yes. Yes, of course. But a really good word is relieved. Okay, relieved. I forgot the pronunciation of this word. Okay. I laughed too much, so I forgot this pronunciation. Relieved. Yes. Yes, Kinogem. Thank you. Relieved. Okay. But a really good word is relieved. Yes. A really good word is relieved. Imagine that your teenager daughter goes out with some friends for the evening. Yes, that's dangerous. Your teenage daughter goes out with some friends for the evening. Yes, she says she will be home at 10 o'clock. She says she will be home at 10 o'clock. I think it's a little late at night. She says she will be home at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock comes and she is not home. 10:30, 11 o'clock. You get worried and anxious. Yes, you get worried and anxious. Just a moment. Anxious is...
Anxious.
Anxious is an adjective or a verb. I forgot that. Just a moment. Anxious is an adjective. Okay. I understand. I feel anxious. Okay. I am anxious about something. Okay, I understand. And worried is an adjective too. Worried. Just a moment. Worried. I get worried. Maybe worry is an verb and worried is an adjective, and I can say I get worried.
Get anxious, get adjective.
I see. Little Mugi, hi, how are you? Yeah, thank you so much. Get anxious. Get plus adjective. Thank you so much. Okay. Anxious. Okay, I write it down. And worry. When I use the word worry, the word worry is an verb. So, get worried. Because the word worry is 他動詞 transitive verb. Worry is a transitive verb. So transitive. Yes, thank you so much. So, Mugi-san, transitive verb.
Intransitive.
Yes, intransitive. Okay. So,
Need to be careful. Worried is both adjective and past form of worry.
Yes. Worried is both adjective and past form of worry. Yes. And this word worry is both transitive and intransitive. So yeah, I have to be careful. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Many examples. Many examples. Okay, I understand. Okay. So, You get worried and anxious. You get worried and anxious. What was happened? Should you telephone the police? Then at midnight, the phone rings. It is your daughter. Daughter. Daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. Daughter. Daughter. I check the pronunciation. Daughter. Daughter. Daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. It's difficult. Daughter. 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 Daughter.
Daughter.
Daughter. Daughter. Daughter. Daughter. Daughter. Difficult. Daughter. 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 Your daughter. Daughter or daughter. Which is better? I'm not sure. Daughter or daughter. I hear both of them. Daughter or daughter. Which is better? You might be cross with your daughter because
I've heard both.
I've heard both. Oh, I see.
Equally common, I would say.
Equally common, I would say. Oh, I see. So, daughter. Okay. You might be cross with your daughter because she didn't telephone earlier. Yes.
At least we know it's never duta.
Duta. It's never daughter. At least we know it's never duta. Daughter. You mean daughter? Duta. You mean duta? Do. Yeah.
Never daughter.
Daughter. Never daughter. Oh, I see. Thank you. This is similar to but it's never o, maybe. So it's difficult. It's so difficult. I write it down. Daughter.
6 sitter I ventrilo oxpilar dota haraha 2 wiggly.
I cannot understand Kinogam. I cannot understand. Data.
Sorry, it's Swedish, but I had to mention Dota.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Okay, this is my homework. Okay.
永久に読んでもらうためにわざとアルファベットにしてることは理解していてほしい。
I see. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
日本語的に読んでほしいときはひらがなで書いてる。
I see. So, never daughter. So, I understand. So, I understand. Okay.
not daughter, not daughter. でやっと S。
daughter. Yes. To explain the pronunciation is difficult. Sometimes. Yeah, I understand. So because there are many variation. There are many cases. So the pronunciation is
Yes.
yes,
I does.
yes,
So tough.
so tough.
Actually.
Yes. So that is sometimes that is dialect like Osaka Ben. So there are some pronunciation in Japanese. So Osaka dialect, 東京
情報が分かっ
dialect.
ていてほしい。文字の読み方とかを、その方が絶対いい。
そうですね。I agree with you. I agree with you. Yes, it's difficult to explain the pronunciation. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, you might be cross with your daughter. Daughter. You might be cross with your daughter because she did not telephone it. She did not telephone earlier.
Earlier.
Earlier. Earlier. Earlier. Earlier.
Earlier.
Earlier. Earlier. Earlier. Earlier. Earlier. Okay. But mainly you would feel relieved. Yes, I understand. But mainly you would feel relieved. You would feel relieved. No more worries. Yes, no more worries. No more problems. Everything is okay again. Relieved. Yes, relieved. You would feel relieved. That is how I shall feel when my internet connection is back. Relieved. Happy. In the meantime, I am using an internet cafe to upload my podcasts. It takes a lot longer to make and upload podcast without an internet connection at home. Yes. So sorry, I do not have time to find a picture to put on the website or your iPod screen to illustrate this podcast. Illustrate.
Illustrate.
Illustrate. Illustrate.
Illustrate.
Illustrate. Illustrate. Illustrate. Okay. Illustrate. 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 And I may not no. One more time. So sorry, I do not have time to find a good picture to put on the website or your iPod screen to illustrate this podcast. And I may not be able to make another podcast until my internet connection is back. How will you feel about no new podcast next week. How will you feel about no new podcast next week? How will you feel about no new podcast next week? Will you be angry or annoyed or upset or frustrated? Or will you feel relieved? I hope not. Goodbye. Wow, nice story. Nice story. Maybe I might.
Haraha to clap.
Yeah, thank you, Kino Game. I like it. I like this story. I like this story. So, I will read
You
one.
like the story now?
Yes, of course. I like this story. I learned many words. I learned many words from this story. Cross, annoyed, get worried, get anxious, and irritated, and frustrated, and what was that? Many words. Yeah, I memorized them. Of course, I have to.
Such negative words.
Negative
What is the
words.
article about exactly? The network trouble or something?
What is the article about exactly? The network trouble.
Asterisk network trouble.
Network trouble. Yeah, I think. This story. I summarize this story. He or she is his network, his internet connection didn't work, and he felt annoyed, and the company was not good, so he changed the internet company. So he felt relieved, and finally he could upload his podcasts, and he and so what can I say? So this story is his like this story is like his diary or what can I say? Journal, maybe.
Podcast.
Maybe podcast. Yeah, podcast. Yeah, podcast. Yes.
Diary? He said it was his podcast, no?
Yes. I think he his work one of his work is to upload his podcast, maybe. So maybe he writes something like a blog, and so I thought this is like his journal, so I can read. I don't know. Anyway, I've learned many words from this story. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, next.
He created his own podcast through internet, but he didn't success uploading it. Like that?
Yes.
He couldn't. But
But now, his his internet connection came back and he felt relieved. So he can work as usual. he can work as usual. Okay, let's read this. Let's read next story. Let's read this. Let's read this. Let's read next story.
Asterisk connection got back to normal.
Connection got back. Got back. Thank you. Connection, internet connection. Got back. Got back. Not come back. Got back. Oh, I see. Got back. Internet connection got back. Okay. Thank you. I write it down. Okay, thank you. So, next story. To hold you. Hello, everyone. It is very good to be making a new podcast. Oh, podcast. This story is a podcast too. It is very good to be making a new podcast. My internet connection is working. Oh, I see. This is his story. After his internet connection got back. Okay, I understand. It is very good to be making a new podcast. My internet connection is working again. Wow, congratulations. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay. Thank you very much for your patience.
Patience.
Patience is a noun of the word patient. Noun. Noun. Thank you very much for your patience. And a big thank you in particular to all those of you who sent me emails saying how sorry you were about my internet problems. I see. Many people worried about his internet problems. It is a long time since we had any poetry on the podcast. From time to time, I look at a book of English poetry and wonder whether I can use any of the poems. Poetry. The pronunciation is difficult.
Poetry.
And poems.
Poems.
Poem.
poem,
poem, poems, poem, 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 and poems, and poetry. It's difficult.
poetry,
Poetry, poetry, poetry, poems. Okay. From time to time, I look at a book of English poetry and wonder whether I can use any
ポエム
of
の
the
音徘徊捨てて発音記号見たら
yes. Poem. Poem. How is this? Rather Mugi.
そ
Yes.
んなに難しく感じるなら
Yes. I'm checking this pronunciation the symbol. Poem. O and sure. P-O sure M. Poem. Poem. Yeah, poem is Japanese English, and I familiar that pronunciation in Japanese. So when I try to pronounce this word, my Japanese English disturb my English pronunciation. So yeah, that is a good idea to check.
Say it in Japanese English again.
Say it in Japanese. Oh, Japanese English is poem.
It sounded
Poem.
all right when I heard it.
Oh, I see. Poem. Oh, I see. Japanese English is poem. Poem. Is it okay? When I say poem,
Maybe drop the mu sound at the end.
maybe drop the mu sound at the end. Ah, I see. Poem. Ah, I see. So
いやポ
poem.
エムとポエムは違う
Mugi. Yeah, it's difficult. It's
さす
difficult.
がに違う
さすがに違う。Yeah. Yes, it's difficult. So I think I should pronounce with this
ちゃんとポエムって言えるようになってから
yes, of course. I understand. Mugi. I understand. So I'm checking this symbol of pronunciation. So P plus O plus sure plus M.
順番にやりましょう
Yes, that is a nice idea. Yeah, I agree with you. So because I am Japanese, so I should study the correct pronunciation. Yes. So P plus O plus sure plus M. So when I pronounce M, it's so difficult. Yeah. I think it's so difficult for Japanese. To pronounce M is so difficult for Japanese. M. So also M. M, both of them are so difficult for Japanese. So,
Why
yes.
do you think that is? Think asterisk.
Yeah. We don't say M. M or M and N. I don't say M, N, N in
それを
Japanese.
流して言ってればそれでいいよポエムじゃなくてポエムって言ってるなっていう感覚を体にこせればいい
Yes, I agree with you, Mugi. Yes. So, Yeah, when I...
Non-san Tadema smiling
Oh,
face with open mouth and
Station!
cold sweat.
Thank you for coming to my channel. How was Kanan-san's English? How was Kanan-san's English? I think his grammar, he learned the grammar. He learned the
Nice.
grammar today. Yeah, so I respected him.
もしもアスポエムになっちゃうならそれでは意味がないなって言ってるだけ。
Yes, I agree. Yes, Station. I am...
Fuji-san, good afternoon.
Yeah, I am practice the pronunciation about this word po o
He was reading Amelia Bedelia at station _11 afternoon.
Yes, so this pronunciation is difficult, so I'm practicing this word now. So, P O,
Schwa-chan.
yes, P O sure M. So I was talking about M and N sound. They are difficult for Japanese. So M and N. And this word includes M sound. Japanese English is poem. If I pronounce poem, I think this is not English, right? So I'm practicing poem. Is it okay? Poem.
まあそれだけ悩んでれば喋ってればもう忘れないと思うよ。
Yes, I think
Good.
poem. So, sometimes the symbol of pronunciation helps me.
毎日喋ってることが大事よ。体に慣らす。
Yeah, thank you. I agree with you. I agree with you. So, I'm practicing now. And yeah, Station, I have a question. I was wondering other pronunciation that is daughter. So, what do you think
Hi.
about the pronunciation daughter? Daughter. Just a moment. Daughter. Yeah, this pronunciation. Daughter. I hear daughter and daughter.
90%、あ、10%。
Daughter. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. That is clear. Okay, I understand. So it was difficult. Daughter. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank
や
you.
っぱベロの位置で俺は見ちゃうな。
Yes, I agree. The tongue's position is important. I agree with you, Mugi-san. So, I don't know where I should place my tongue when I pronounce the word daughter. I don't know. So it's easy. It's easy to Station-san's chatting is helpful for me to pronounce something. So 19%, 10%, oh. That is so helpful for me. So the tongue place is also important. So anyway, to pronounce correctly is difficult, and I need to practice again and again, right? So, okay. Let's go. From time to time, I look at a book of English poetry and wonder whether I can use any of the poems. But very few poems are written in simple English, which is easy to understand. My friend Margaret Scory Margaret Scory. My friend Margaret Scory, however, writes poems which use simple and direct English. Direct. What was this? Just a moment. I forgot. The direct. I think.
Direct.
I think. Sure. Just a moment.
Direct.
Oh, yes. I memorized this pronunciation with sure. Direct. I think
ダウギアのアウはベロをもっと奥に引く。ドーターより、そんな感じかもな。
daughter. Oh, I see. 麦さん。I praise my tongue. I should praise my tongue more behind or more backward. What can I say? I don't know. But maybe that is
ベロックだけで音が結構
Yes.
理解していただければ。
Yeah. Now I understand. Yeah, I tried it now. Just now. Yeah. I could pronounce. Not daughter. Daughter.
口を同行する必要はない。
Oh, I see. Daughter. Oh, I see. Yeah, that is nice. Daughter. Oh, I see. Oh, nice idea. Oh, I see. Yeah, that tongue place is a nice idea. Thank you. Oh, I see. I write it down. Oh, I see. なるほど。Oh, I understand. Yeah, anyway, the pronunciation is difficult. Margaret Scory, however, writes poems which use simple and direct English and are therefore very good for English learners. Here is a poem she wrote about a month ago. She wrote it for a woman who had recently become a grandmother. Oh, congratulations! But the woman's family and the new grandchild were in America. Oh, I see. So grandmother traveled to America to hold her new grandchild in her arms for the first time. Margaret has called the poem "To hold you, to hold you." My longing is to hold you, to feel your soft cheeks against mine, to look into your gentle eyes, to touch your hair and feel the warmth of your breath. Soon I will. But I know that when I return, the ache will be as great as it is now, softened only by memories. But one thing I will be able to say is I've done it, I've held you. Oh, but one thing I will be able to say is I've done it, I've held you. Oh, I see. The last sentence is difficult. But one thing I will be able to say is I've done it, I've held you. Margaret has called the poem "To hold you, to hold you." My longing is to hold you, to feel your soft cheeks against mine, to look into your gentle eyes, to touch your hair and feel the warmth of your breath. Soon I will. But I know that when I return, the ache will be as great as it is now, softened only by memories. But one thing I will be able to say is I've done it, I've held you. Oh, I see. The tense of the tense changed. The last sentence on the last sentence. Wow, I will read this story again next time. So the last sentence is my homework. I have to end my stream now. So it's near 2 p.m. JST. I have to end my stream. Okay. Homework, yes. I will read this story again next time.
Enjoy lunch and yoga.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. これにてごめん. Yeah. To learn English, learning English is difficult, but learning English is so fun and exciting. Learning English is so fun and exciting for me. So see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you for helping me. I've learned a lot. Thank you for helping me.
まあ日本語の音に引っ張られないようにスラーと読んだ方がいいかもしれんな。要所意識しながら。
Yes, Radmugi, thank you. Yeah, I want to improve my pronunciation, so I try it. Thank you, Mugi-san. Thank you for your advice. Thank you. So, またね、ステーション、またね。And thank you for everybody. Thank you for helping me, everybody.
そうならないように喋ること。
Oh! Here, なっちゃってる。Oh, I see. I have to check. Here. Ah, I see. Thank
喋
you
り
so
続け
much.
ることやな。
Yes, thank you. Yes. Yeah, I want to fix my pronunciation little by little, so I continue to study English and
センテ
I
ンスで覚えちゃえばいいんじゃないでしょうか。お疲れ様でし
Yeah,
た。
thank you for your advice. Yes, I tried. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Have a nice day. Good night. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, Kinogame. Kinogame, thank you so much. またね. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.